Hi guys, welcome to Python tutorial series. In the previous video, we started discussing break statement in Python. We understood that break statement terminates the loop immediately. If you want to terminate the loop at any time, then you take help of the break statement in Python, guys. I also told you that break statement help us in optimizing our code, right? Break statement is used to optimize our code. That we see in this video, guys. We understand how break statement help us to optimize our code by implementing linear search algorithm in Python. We understand how we implement linear search algorithm in Python. We also understand the importance of break statement, guys. So let's get started. Here I have the Python shell and the Python file. First I create the numbers list. To create list, we take help of pair of square brackets, and here I put values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. What happens when this statement is executed? Computer goes to its memory. It creates a memory block containing 5 memory locations: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is our numbers list. Okay, inside that it puts the values 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. And here each element is going to have index, and list follows zero based indexing. That means the first element is going to have index 0, next element is going to have index 1, next element is going to have index 2, next element is going to have index 3, next element is going to have index 4, guys. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what happens when this statement is executed. Okay, next we want to find an item, that is 20. What happens when this statement is executed? Of course, computer goes to its memory. It creates one more memory location called as item. Inside that it puts the value 20. Okay, what we want is, we want to tell whether this 20 is available in this list or not. Okay, what we do next is, we'll say here found equal to false. Initially we assume that item not found, so found false. What happens when this statement is executed? Computer goes to its memory. It creates one more memory location called as found. Inside that it puts the value false. Okay, next, in linear search algorithm, what we do is, we check the item against the elements in the array one by one by one. That's actually called as linear search algorithm, guys. Now what we do, we are going to access these elements using the for loop. Okay, here I say for I means we are accessing index first. I in range function. Starting I give 0 because the first element has the index 0, right? Next, the last element has index 4. We can write 5 here, or we can use the function called len and give the list, guys. So len function gives length of the list here. Length of the list means total elements in the list. We have 5 elements, so we'll get here 5. Okay, so what range function does? It generates sequence of numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 up to 4. Okay, not 5. Okay, here we will have 5. Okay, now in this generated list, okay, what happens from the generated list? 0 is stored in the I. That we can display if we want. Like if I say here print display the value of I. Next 1 is stored in the I, then 2 is stored in the I, then 3 is stored in the I, then 4 is stored in the I. So if I save this and say run module, we'll get the index, you see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want index actually. We want the elements, the values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So what we do here is, we'll say numbers of I. So here the I is changing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So numbers of 0 is 10. Numbers of 1 is 20. Numbers of 2 is 30. That's what we get. If I save this and say run module, you see we are getting 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now what we do, we are going to check this item against the elements in the array one by one. So instead of printing, we'll say here if numbers of I is equal to item. So we are checking here numbers of I is first 0, right? Numbers of 0, whether 10 is equal to item, no. Next, I is going to change to 1. So numbers of 1, 20, whether 20 is equal to item, yes, 20 equal to 20 is true. If item found, what we will do, we will set found equals to true. Understanding? If item found, then we'll set found equal to true. and then we break this loop. We terminate the loop because we found the item, right? If we do not break this, okay, we do not break the loop, then what happens? Item is checked against the next numbers also, like whether 30 equal to 20, whether 40 equal to 20, whether 50 equal to 20. That is actually a waste of a time, right? We have to save our computer time. So simply we'll say here break. That's the importance of break, guys. Okay, after breaking, see, when found is set to true, what happens here? What happens here? It goes here and removes false and sets here true, right? Found is going to be set to true because we found the item here. Okay, now after breaking, we go and check again whether found value is set to true, right? Whether found value is set to true. Of course, found value is set to true. That means item found. So we'll simply say here print. We'll say item found. Else we'll say here print item not found. So this is how we implement the linear search algorithm in Python. And also I hope you understood the importance of break statement. Okay, how it helps us to optimize our code, right? If I save this and say run module, you see we got item found. If I use some other number, let's say 60 is not there in this list, right? See, 60 is not there in this list, so definitely it says item not found. If I save this and say run module, it says item not found. How is it working? How is it working? See, here we have our numbers list. Now the item that we want to search is 60, right? That is 60, and initially we are assuming found is false. Found is false. Okay, great. Next, what happens? Okay, so range function generates the values like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 0 is stored in the I, so I value is 0. Numbers of 0 is 10. Whether 10 is equal to item is 60. 10 is equal to 60 is false, so these two statements are not executed. Then next, 1 is stored in the I, so numbers of 1 is 20. 20 equal to 60 is false, so these two statements are not executed. 2 is stored in the I, so numbers of 2, that is 30. 30 equal to 60 is false, these two statements are not executed, right? Next, 3, so numbers of 3 is 40. 40 equal to 60 is false, again these two statements are not executed. 4 is stored in the I, numbers of 4 is 50. 50 equal to 60 is false, so these two statements are not executed. So found is as it is. Found is not changed from false to true. So if we say here found equal to true, it is going to be false because found is set to false. It is not changed to true. As this condition is false, it goes here and says item not found. So that is how this code works, guys. That's how this code works. I hope you guys have clearly understood. Here in linear search algorithm, remember, we take our item, check against the first element in the list, then we check against the next element in the list, 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 right? So that is actually called as linear search algorithm, guys. I hope you guys have clearly understood. I suggest you people to watch this video 1 or 2 times. Try to execute this code. If you have any doubts, feel free to put them in the comment section. I'll be happy to clear, guys. For this video tutorial, this much is enough. In the upcoming video tutorials, we'll discuss more about Python in depth, step by step. For more benefits and be updated, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep learning, keep coding, keep sharing. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.